Hello and welcome to News at Noon. I'm Chris Nelson. The Michigan film industry is holding its collective breath as Michigan Governor Rick Snyder is proposing a 50% cut to the film credit caps in the state. Now, this is part of Governor Snyder's budget proposal. Reporter Charlie Crum has more on this. Charlie?
Right now, Michigan gives $50 million a year in tax credits to the film industry to support it. But Governor Rick Snyder in his new budget is calling for reducing that amount to $25 million. He did the same thing last year, but lawmakers upped it to the current level of $50 million, and they say they'll push for the same or more as they tackle the proposed budget in the coming months. Credits for the film industry were once among the nation's highest at up to 42% of a project's cost, but the credits were capped at a fixed dollar amount in 2011.
Thanks, Charlie. And President Barack Obama recently proposed raising the federal minimum wage to $9 an hour. However, Oakland County Executive Al Brooks Patterson says that this would actually hurt and not help college students seeking employment.
Every college kid and high school kid who had a summer job is going to get impacted. And so I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's pie in the sky on the wish list for liberal Democrats. But in Washington, the State of the Union was the same thing on steroids.
Do you think a $9 minimum wage nationally is possible when you have Washington State? It's already at $9.19.
Anything's possible, but I think you still got to get past Boehner and those guys. Thank God for the Republican House. So why not give them $50 minimum? At what point in time you begin to hook reality into what can the employer afford? If I had to pay $9 an hour, these 4 kids who coming down here for a summer job are not going to get hired.
If you like historic artifacts, you have a chance this week to help conserve a historic cannon. The cannon was actually at the bottom of the Detroit River for over 2 centuries and was raised in 2011. Now, this event is being held at the Cranbrook Institute of Science called Save the Cannon and is running Monday through Friday this week from 1 to 4 in the afternoon.
I'm Stephen Pugnani, Head of Marketing for the Cranbrook Education Community, and I'm standing in front of an 18th century cannon that was found in the Detroit River in 2011. It's part of our Dive Deep exhibition, which is in partnership with our Extreme Deep exhibition, which explores the ocean floor and also the objects that you find from shipwrecks, etc. A lot of the objects in this area came from shipwrecks in the Detroit River and the various Great Lakes. The cannon, as I mentioned, came out of the Detroit River in 2011. And it's now being restored using electrolysis to take some of the rust off. And next week we're inviting the public to come in Monday through Friday from 1 to 4 to help us scrub off the actual rust. As it does with a brush, it takes some time. We lifted it yesterday to take a look at it, and we've already revealed some engravings that we hadn't noticed before. There's a 1, a 1, a 2, a space, and a 0, so we don't really know what that means. But we do know it's 18th century, it's British, it bears the monogram of George III, and we think it may have been dumped into the river when the British were retreating from the United States in about 1790.
4 Oakview Middle School girls in Oakland Township have been fighting bullying in their own special way. They've been creating posters to help spread positive messages to female students at the school. Reporters Monica Drake and Tim Thompson recently spoke with the girls.
I'm Isabella Greiser.
Abby Burke.
I'm Courtney Colstead.
And I'm Abby Wise.
And we're at Oakview Middle School, and we made posters to put in the bathroom for positive thinking for people who are either bullied or having a rough day.
We put take what you need, and then we had a bunch of character traits and just words like love, faith, passion, healing, trust, peace, loyalty, forgiveness, understanding, and beauty. And by the end of the day, when we all looked back, they were all gone in every single bathroom.
And now Pat Caputo discusses the frustrating losses the Detroit Red Wings have been having in today's video blog.
I think the Red Wings' 3-2 loss to the Minnesota Wild on Sunday kind of summed up their season. However, they let everybody on by getting a 2-0 lead, playing very good hockey early in the game, and then having this bad stretch, 4 or 5 minutes, where they give up 3 goals and end up losing it. And then kind of coming down at the end and making you wonder, well, maybe they could have won that game. The one thing about the Red Wings is that they've got to have very consistent fundamental performance. That means zone responsibility in their own end, not pinching in and getting caught up ice, doing the little things well will ultimately decide whether the Red Wings are going to be a very good team, and if they don't do those little things well, they're not going to be. And they need more consistency from the goaltender position. There have been times that Jimmy Howard's played pretty well for them, and there have been other times when he hasn't. He didn't play in Sunday's game. Murzak, their backup goalie, played, but it was kind of a performance that Jimmy Howard's turned in, where he made some saves, they were doing well, and then they let it get away from him there just for a little period of time. My gut feeling is on the Red Wings that they will make the playoffs. But I'll tell you what, this is an important week ahead for them because March is very difficult.
And that's all we have for you today. Join us again tomorrow at theoaklandpress.com. I'm Chris Nelson for News at Noon. Have a great day.